just trail braked for the first time. Oh my God! It pulls when you hit the button! Oh fuck, there's like no delay. If you're holding the throttle, when you hit that mode button and go into hyper, it pulls! You don't give a fuck if you're ready for it or not. Oh no, that was just sport. Fuck, I haven't even been into hyper mode yet. Alright, well, we got some nice twilight hour. I'm going to take you guys down to Alki Beach. It is our most well-known beach out here in West Seattle. It's a man-made beach. I, unlike many other people, refuse to walk on that beach barefoot because it's not cleaned out by the tide currents. It's got to be cleaned out by Parks and Services, and we all know what kind of funding they're getting lately. Nah, I just don't feel like stepping on a needle at the beach. That's all. That's just me, though. So, yeah, I'm not, well, I am definitely good at verbalizing my internal monologue, but I'm not really good at narrating, so I'm going to do my best at narrating for you guys, and, hopefully it's, coherent. This is my first high-speed two-wheeled vehicle, so I am doing more concentrating than I'm used to. But, I'll do my best to keep you entertained as best I can and show you the sights. So, if you're new to the channel, obviously you all are. This is my first long-form video, I guess. This is just the initial ride. I've only got the one camera and the mic. I've got 360 cam, all that good shit. I just, you know, not yet. This is my first maiden voyage with some daylight. So, yeah, so my story, I'm 38, feeling more like 45. You know, I'm going through my mental health era right now, I guess. So, a little bit of a quarter-life crisis, too, I guess. So, not many friends left anymore. I mean, not that they're dead, just, you know, they're not around anymore. You know, been single for over a decade now. Things are getting lonely, I'm getting bored, so it's time to change things up, take on this new hobby, have a blast, meet some new people. And just generally enjoy life a bit more. You know, I'm a angry little midget of a motherfucker, and I got some depression issues and, you know, various problems that I am working on, and opening up my horizons and taking in some joy while riding this thing is part of the plan. So we are pulling up on the back end of Alki. This is what most people refer to as the rocky beach of Alki. I spent a lot of time in this part of West Seattle as a teenager. I had a girlfriend that lived right up here somewhere. And did a lot of tripping around this area. It's a beautiful area, so it's a great place to be, you know, a teenager in love. Let's see if I can remember what street she was on. Not that one. The Wood Houses. Gemma Woodhouse. There it is. Yep, that's the street, Jackson. So about halfway up there. We spent a lot of time down here at this beach. That shit is gorgeous. Look at that. It's difficult to get you framing without risking my life. Yeah, I spent a lot of time down there. Over the edge there is the rocky beach. And it's kind of secluded. We had a lot of sex in those woods. Those woods right there. Ah, teenage love. Yeah, I would love to one day be able to afford to live in this area. You know, I mean, it didn't used to be this crazy expensive, but you know, just renting out here is like $4 grand for one of these places. It's insane. I'm already paying over $2 where I'm at in Northgate, and I've already, you know, within the first 3 months I was living there, I had my Rad Runner 2 stolen. I had a package stolen. I had mail stolen. Yeah, no, it's not a great sign when you as a tenant have to teach the building management about security and go and show them all of their security holes and vulnerabilities and all the doors that have been rigged by crackheads. You know, I'm not a security guard anymore. I shouldn't have to do that shit, but, you know, I don't want my shit getting stolen. It is what it is. Yeah, this road is definitely not a road for going fast on, so this is kind of the quickest we're going to be going for a bit until we get back up on 35th Avenue. And, you know, I think I might go through the Junction, show you guys West Seattle Junction, where I used to hang out as a teenager before all of Microsoft and Amazon people, all these motherfuckers came in and they built all these condos, and the cost of living and the cost of entertainment, everything in the area skyrocketed, and now it's just not really a place for locals anymore. Again, another neighborhood in Seattle I would love to live in, but can never. Let's go down this way. There's another pretty area. Look at that. Ferries going out. Beautiful. Run, birdie, run. This thing lifts the front wheel in normal mode. It's a trip. You go over a speed bump and throttle at the wrong time and you're doing a wheelie. It's great. There's a bike lane. I got pedals. I got pedals. I'm pedaling. Yeah, these houses are all fucking gorgeous. They all have their own private beaches, and if you sneak down there with your girlfriend, they yell at you and kick you out. It's good times. Leathery. Oh man, that poor lady, she looks cold as fuck. Woo! I'm actually not that cold. I got this Icon jacket, it's actually pretty warm. Still getting used to those fucking accelerations after stops. This throttle is slightly touchy. I would really like to get one that I can adjust. Kind of how the domino throttles are adjustable, but I don't want to have to redo all of my controls. Like, fuck that. I mean, maybe eventually, you know, I put some miles on this thing and beat it up and whatnot. Spuds, best fucking fish and chips in all of Seattle. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I will die on that hill. I will fight you with a butter knife. That's a pretty dog. I want a dog super bad. I don't know if my cats would like that very much, though. Pedal as we go by the police. We're in Seattle, though. I don't really think they care so much. As long as you're not being an asshole. You know, I'm not on a Sur-on stunting and doing wheelies and stuff, so. And I don't have any mirrors, so I honestly don't know if he's still behind me anywhere. So I'm not really going to punch it yet. I can go bike speeds. The speed limit's 25 through here. Trying to enjoy this bike as much as I can while I still got some sunlight over there. The visor I got on this helmet is one of them silver bubble visors, and it unfortunately kind of blocks out all light at night. You know, reflective surface doesn't really let light through into your eyeballs, so it's not great in the dark, and this headlight isn't super bright. I'm guessing it's something like a 30 watt. Oh, that's probably why that cop was looking at me funny, because my turn signal was on. It's like, where's this guy going? He's going straight, but he's got his signal on like he wants to turn somewhere. Forgot to put the goddamn mirrors on this thing, so I gotta keep looking over my shoulder, and I can't have my headset module on the side of my helmet and look over my shoulder with this jacket on. Apparently the pads, they knock it off of the clip, so I think I'm gonna have to get some sort of real strong adhesive or something. So if anybody knows West Seattle at all, this came from Arbor Heights all the way around Alki. We're creeping back up on 35th Avenue here in a little bit, and we're still at 86%. We've mostly been in normal mode. Touched sport mode a couple times when we could. Pretty much all Alki Avenue is, or drive, whatever it is all 25. And it's funny, it's limited to 25, but they have an anti-cruising law. You know, fucking you wait, lady. Yeah, all these people out here, they're yuppies and they don't give a fuck about no one but themselves. And the Subaru is a fucking speed bump coward. Don't poop on me, Seagull. Fuck. That would be my luck. Well, I haven't really looked too far behind me, but I haven't seen any cherries and berries yet. Hey, look, guys, it's the Space Needle. Pretty. And I might take you guys down to a little lookout area down here. And then depending on whether, Jesus, depending on whether or not we have any sunlight left, I might take you up to the lookout on Admiral, where my buddy Joe died on his motorcycle. We'll tell that story if and when we get there. In fact, you know what? We're doing that for Joe. We're gonna go visit Joe's spot there. That's what we're gonna do. The turn's coming up here at the end of this block by that big white building. Jesus. Okay, so PSA, anybody watching this, if you're going over speed bumps are specifically designed for you to go over them at the speed limit in which they are placed in. So if the speed limit in the area is 25, you're supposed to go over the speed limit at 25 miles an hour. You're not supposed to creep down to fucking 5. All right, this is my first tight turn on this thing. We'll see if I die, and nope, we're good. And we are. Holy shit, here's hyper mode. Holy fuck. Holy shit. Well, that's the fastest we've ever done on this. Oh my god, it pulls so hard you have to actually flex. Oh. I'm not quite accustomed to leaning yet, especially in sharp angles. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Okay, back to sport. That's even too much for this. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's eco. Normal. You know what, let's go to this little lookout here first. This is a pretty one. I think we got just enough time. And then we'll be hitting the West Seattle Junction. Oh, look at the puppy. Oh, it's a tripod puppy. I love tripod puppies. They're so endearing. You guys want me to take your picture? Yeah? Ugh. Ugh. Don't fall over. You got a little bit of backlight there too now. I'm Chris, by the way. Alrighty, we ready? 1, 2, 3. Very beautiful. You want another one? Maybe from another angle? Here, I'll get you like that. And then we'll try and get more of the background in, since there wasn't much of the background in before. There you go, beautiful. Very welcome. You guys have a great day. That is one of my favorite things to do. If I ever see anybody taking a picture and they need another hand, I'm always happy to lend a hand. Oh, this guy's napping. Let's try not to be too loud. I also, from time to time, have been known to stop at this place and take a naparoonie. It's a beautiful place to take a naparoonie. Eat lunch, take a naparoonie, rub one out. Okay, maybe not the last one. Or maybe. Who's to say? What is this Traverse doing? I think they're trying to figure out what's behind them. And it's fucking annoying. Oh, come on. Seriously? Fucking driving me nuts. And that's how we deal with that. And welcome to Admiral District. Coming in hot. All right, we're going to the Admiral Lookout now. Any of my West Seattle friends that knew the homeboy Joseph Tegler know where I'm going. Well, I mean, anybody from West Seattle knows where I'm going. But this is where my buddy Joe died. I, for a very long time, hated bikes, motorcycles. I didn't really know where to direct that anger. And then one day I came to the realization, you know what, yes, he died, we lost him, it was tragic, but he died doing what he loved. And he died having fun, at least until that last moment, I assume. So, you know, I never really got to experience things like being a dumbass on a motorcycle in my 20s. So here I am at 38 with a moped that goes fucking 80. Still gotta get used to that fucking torque in sport mode. Wonder how many people are laughing at me when I almost fucking die. There we go, that's a good. You guys can't see it, but this helmet fogs up, regardless whether or not it's got anti-fog on it. I think I found a decent position that keeps the fog off of it. I was not going fast enough for that guy, apparently. I am literally the first person in Seattle to have one of these, so nobody knows what the fuck it is and nobody knows how fast it is. They just see that it has pedals and want it out of their way. Fair enough. But here I am to set that record straight. I got myself in a little bit of a pickle here, actually. Because I took the wrong turn. This is where things get sketchy. Literally where Joe died. So let's try not to also fucking die. All right, so here we are at the Admiral Lookout. Where are you at, kickstand? Still haven't got the muscle memory yet for where that's at. Yeah, so let's see if we can remember how this went down. Actually, I think they've changed it. So that is now a left-hand turn. It didn't used to be a left-hand turn. Something happened. I don't know. Somebody took a turn where they weren't supposed to take a turn. He didn't have enough time to stop, so he had to dump the bike. The bike flipped and basically cut him in half. And he died right here. Well, no, I guess he died at Harborview, but nobody very often comes out of Harborview alive. Tragically. But yeah, this is the Admiral Lookout. It's really overgrown right now. It used to be that they trimmed all this so you had a view, but it's real overgrown right now. Motherfucker. Come on, get up there. think the spring on this thing's a little too tight. Okay. Pulling from a dead stop in sport mode is a little sketchy. Alright, I think I'm going to be catching up to that cop I just saw here in a second, so I better slow it down. Let's go bump this down into normal mode. And I think we're going to dip around the back of Safeway. That was always the back cut. Oh no, we'll just go down fucking... Let's go down Admiral. Not Admiral, but whatever this is. I should know what it is. I don't know why I can't think of the word right now, because I'm concentrating on traffic. No, not you, not you. Talking the other biker motor, that works too. Still trying to get the hang of this bubble visor. If you flip the little magnetic pull tabby thingy just right under the visor, it lets just the right amount of air in. Oh my god, I snorted. Yes, so I am a mouth breather and I got a really fat fucking tongue. I've had deviated septum surgeries and shit, so I'm a bit of a mouth breather. I got that sleep apnea shit, so you might hear me snort from time to time. I'll try not to breathe like a fucking weirdo in your ears. Alright, I'm starting to get the hang of this throttle. It's very touchy, but I like it. It's very torquey. I'm a Toyota guy. I'm not a Honda guy. I prefer torque. Oh, somebody smoking the booju. Somebody got that booju bantu. Why are you braking so hard, Audi? So this is the part of the neighborhood that me, my buddy Hojo, my buddy Chris would frequent through. There's this little, we used to get 40s at that 7-Eleven underage. Our homeboy would buy them for us. It was great. Coming up here is what used to be a little housing development that we lovingly refer to as the Green Ghetto. It is this group of like 9, maybe 10 little shacks that were erected during, I think, what is it, Vietnam or Korea, something like that, as like, you know, veteran housing and shit. They were horribly built, no insulation, the windows leaked and shit during the winter. It was cold as fuck. My buddy Josiah that lived there, he would go through fucking damp rid buckets, the big damp rid buckets. He would fill one of those in less than a week. It was disgusting. So yeah, all these condos and businesses and all this shit, like right up until this corner here, used to be the green. Yeah, it used to be the Green Ghetto. Is it? It's either here or up another block. I can't remember. Yeah, no, I think it was back there. But yeah, so there'd be parties and, you know, half the houses on Friday and during the weekends and shit, and people would be bouncing to, you know, between each of the houses to the different parties, and, you know, shit would go down. I remember some dude got cracked in the head with a bottle. Fuck, I'm trying to think of his name. Elliot, I think was his name. I can't remember. We're friends on Facebook. I'll scroll through Facebook later and tag him in this video. But yeah, no, he got cracked over the head with a bottle. We had to drive him to the hospital. It was not good. And pretty soon after that, the party started chilling out a little bit. But, you know, it was good times. Wild times. Wild, young, invincible times. Yeah, so this is West Seattle Junction, where locals can't afford to eat, live, frequent, fucking nothing. I sometimes come down here. I just passed Easy Street Records. You probably saw it on the footage. You know, I used to dig through the crates in that bitch. It's Tallarico's. Tallarico's is still fire. They got some great drinks. They got some great pizza. Really good New York style. It's awesome stuff. And it's not too expensive, but it is Junction price. Used to get Slurpees at 7-Eleven all the time. That used to be a really cool gay bar. I don't think it is anymore. No, maybe? I can't remember. It says All-American Diner. Maybe not. Oh, man, the fuss shop that used to be right there's a smoke and vape and a weed shop now. I mean, cool weed. I love weed, but I also love pho. So we've basically done the full circle, you know, West Seattle, around Alki, back up through the Junction. Jesus fucking Christ. Did we seriously just stop to let this lady cross the street? Alright, I'm going around this fucking guy. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Don't do what I'm doing. This is really illegal. But then people can't drive for shit and they were pissing me off. Don't do it. Passing by another weed shop. The person in front of me's name is Jesus. It's a really pretty Jesus sticker, Jesus. The traffic's a little heavy to be, well, you know, fuck it. We'll take part of 35th Avenue, just not all of it. This place is actually pretty cool. They got some cool games and shit. Decent drinks. I haven't been there in years and years because I don't have friends anymore. Well, I've got one, Timmy, but he's really busy and I don't know. Oh man, going through speed bumps is so nice. I think this Honda's confused that I'm keeping up with them right now. Yeah, I'm thinking I'd like a tighter twist to this throttle. Like a tighter spring rate, whatever that would be considered on an electric throttle. Oh, I had my turn signal on the whole time. I really got to pay attention to that thing. If I'm going to have them, I should probably use them properly. Just not used to having a turn signal. Yeah, I think with my weight and this speed, it needs an extended swing arm. Let's take a ride down Westwood Village. Both brakes. Funny story. So, actually, let's go ahead and drive right up. I think it was this street. Let's go up the street real quick. So, oh, pretty babies. I believe it was like one of these houses right here. I think it was this house, actually. Some dude on a moped fucking tries to pull out in front of me while he's parking or whatever. And, you know, I call him out as I'm driving by. That was pretty fucking stupid, asshole. Woo! He gets pissed off, and he fucking chases after me on his moped. And so I let him chase me. I drive around this fucking neighborhood. I mean, at the time, I owned an 81 Corolla. And I had it souped up with a custom carb, custom wheels, all that shit. So it scooted around neighborhoods. It fucking dipped around corners, broke the rear end loose. It was rear-wheel drive. It was super fun. But I basically just led him on a chase through this neighborhood. And eventually ended up at Westwood Village, where I'm going to take you guys. And he got off his moped and wanted to fight me with his helmet on. So I pulled a tire iron and I cracked him in the throat with it. That chilled him out. He just tried to kill me. I'm like, motherfucker, you've been chasing me for fucking 45 minutes. I'm afraid for my life. This was before I started, going everywhere strapped, so. Tire iron did the job. This was actually the street that I was looking for. Pedal past the police. Oh, I got a stupid turn signal still going. I just came up with a genius invention. A turn signal LED that you put in the inside of your helmet. That like reflects off of your visor so you know your signal's on. I also hope if that signal was a little bit closer to the left handle. So I've got nerve problems in my left hand, and it's basically gone completely numb at this point. Yeah, you're turning, but you're not using a signal, and I hate that. All right, let's take this thing out of sport mode. This is the first time I've actually pedaled it. It's not terrible. So here we got Sub Shop. Homegirl from high school used to work there. Toshi's. It's Firecrack. Just be careful. Their spice levels are not white people spice levels. They will burn your fucking mouth off. It's delicious. So good. People always staring at their fucking phones, pulling away from their cars, wanting to get run over by shit.